Okay, I think I finally got it working. Alright, Dandon is here. I haven't seen him here in a while. Alright. Oh, I hope that you're able to hear that, because that was a massive pain in the ass to work on. Chaser Wave, welcome. Raphael, welcome. Dandon, welcome back. I forgot the mic was still on. Hang on. And the thing with playing bass that's difficult is transitioning from guitar to bass. It is literally a big giant adjustment because you have to get used to how much bigger the neck is. You know, just regular strumming with a pick completely wears you out. But for me, I want to try to get good with using my fingers first. Because I feel like usually if I play with a pick, it's going to make me think more like a guitar player and not like a bass player, if that makes any sense. Ah, thanks, Raphael. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, your English is fine. Trust me, your English is a lot better than most Americans. Paco X is So Cold by Breaking Benjamin was a great starting song for me as a beginner. 2 years later, call yourself a beginner. Raphael, I'm from Texas. Chaser Wave, I've heard of Thundercat. I haven't listened to him, but I've heard lots of people talk about how great he is. All right, so yeah, I think I played enough of that already. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. I'm trying to make sure I don't get all these cables tangled. There we go. Just realized I had to unplug the base first. All right. Well, Keanu is asking me, do you plan on playing the S Squad game sometime in the near future? Um, and I didn't say the full name because if I did, I would get demonetized. But I don't know. I wait. Did it already come out? Because I don't know if I would want to play it. Because if it's just like that horrible Avengers game done by Square Enix, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Because every time I would look at the footage for that S Squad game, it would always. You don't think it's not worth the risk. Yes, Cyberfaust, that's how it works at the pawn shop. They just hold it for you and they give you a loan. And then whenever you pay it back is when you get it back. Yeah, I'm not playing the bass anymore because I didn't even realize that you could injure yourself playing an instrument, but that's how much more intense the full band practice is, especially now I'm playing with a bass and I'm learning like if I just keep playing or keep improvising like that, I am going to burn my arms off. 2.2 out of 5 stars. Yeah, that sounds about right. Raphael, my name is Jaron. It's Jaron, like Aaron, but with a J in front instead. I just want to warm up into the gaming stuff. Oh crap! Yes, that's how it's spelled, just like that. All right, now if I switch over, no, do I have to re-edit it? Damn it. Okay, so it's still not. Oh, hang on. There it is. Good. I was getting worried there for a second. It's funny, one of the mods in the chat was misspelling my name. All right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I need to unplug from my audio interface and then plug into. Yeah, the way that I can listen to the audio from the game is I have to unplug from my computer's audio interface and then plug it into the monitor because this is one of the few monitors that still has something attached to it. There we go, that sweet, sweet PS5 background music. Presley. Songs are going good on in the band. I was just playing bass earlier. So I am gonna take it very easy. And this is when probably the majority of the viewers are going to leave. But I just want to try playing NBA 2K. No, I do not have 2K24. Presley says congrats on the PS5. Thank you. Yeah, Presley, I get what you mean. You're saying if that is the game you like, why not? You used to play a lot of FIFA, but stopped. I see. Your network connection has been lost. Fuck the network.
Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got
it's funny, Michael, because you're saying this is when you think the viewers come in, but in the past, historically,
member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA,
thank you.
He sure is, David. Great report.
In the past,
and now the opening lineup for Detroit.
I'm having a hard time talking because
is out there with Corey Joseph.
Of the headphones, and you can't specifically control the volume of these headphones.
Bridges and Crowder. The star back.
All right, these are two very outdated rosters.
In at the center, filling out the middle. And it's the Pistons to start out.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton is definitely. Oh boy.
Cunningham looking it over.
Oh, I fouled him.
Not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Devin Booker.
The line for the Pistons.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna lose this game.
Maturity beyond his years.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry.
He can put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range.
I completely forgot how to play. I've been in a video game coma for a long time.
Now Joseph, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Bagley sets a screen for Joseph. Tries the spin move. On the clock. The three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Over in the corner, Paul.
There we go.
Drills it from outside.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
Now, here's Cunningham.
Raphael, for me, it started to really...
No good.
Well, I didn't get diagnosed with major depressive disorder until...
Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And a wide open look for Cunningham.
I didn't get it until 2019.
Cunningham's got 5.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing.
There we go.
They don't know who to try to take away.
But it really started, I would say the symptoms of it, of course, really began in 2018 after all the stuff that happened when my mom happened.
Grant with a screen on Ayton. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. For three, Bridges. Bay pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 here. making 40% so far to start out the game.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Booker finds Paul. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And that one drops for him.
You have to marvel at Chris Paul's ball handling. He keeps that one on a string.
Oh, yes, I got... Oh, he's still in it. Okay.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets
Oh,
to eat.
shit.
Stolen by Joseph.
I mean, I would say depression is predictable for me, because I can feel it immediately when it starts,
Bay with the screen
and I
for
know
Joseph.
that it's going to
Pass
last
Bay.
me for a couple of hours.
Shoots from the high
But
post.
anxiety is the hard, in my opinion, on my experience, it's the harder thing.
Get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Grant with a screen on Booker. And Grant now top of the key.
I love how brain dead the AI is. Like, they don't start moving.
4 on the clock. Fires top of the key. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Three-pointer. Crowder sinks the three-pointer. And it's all knotted up.
Presley, this is
Corey
2K22.
Wild now often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
So, yeah, Chris Paul is not on this team at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Dancer.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there.
Your son, Dancer's dance team.
Well, I don't know what year it started to suck, but people started to have a ton of complaints about NBA 2K. I don't know what year it was,
Slam dunk by Diallo.
but
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice angle on that replay
oh
with
man,
the AT&T
thought I could lay
5G
that
slam
one in.
cam. The Pistons have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Jackson misses. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2, and they pick up 2. Paul's got 9 points. A minute 42 left to play here in the first.
Yeah, that's right, Raphael. It was those three.
Back to Hayes.
Come on.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Olynyk.
Watching Hayes, he keeps
Yeah,
his
Olynyk
eyes
is
up,
with the Utah
always
Jazz.
looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates. Talking about Killian Hayes, you see raw potential. A point guard with outstanding size, which makes him an enticing player to watch.
Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Oh, I fucked that up.
Stewart with the steal. Here's Diallo. And it's off from three-point range. Suns have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And Booker kicks to Crowder. Back to Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
He's hot.
Yeah,
this
Devin
quarter,
Booker has been
getting
wearing the
shots
headband a
he
lot
wants,
this season.
and he's delivering.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hayes the pass to Diallo. Here's Stewart. He's covered by 8. Now here's Hayes. Defense is right there. Olynyk has the open look. No good on the triple. On the wing, Booker lets the 3 fly. Here's Crowder.
Oh man, got it.
Off the glass.
1 second
Crowder's
left.
got his second basket of the night. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Phoenix ahead as they end the first.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud.
And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today, Chris Paul opening up.
If anything, whether it's
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard.
Marvin Bagley III.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is
I need to shoot Bridges. All right.
how they've been sharing the basketball.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Detroit.
Oh, come on.
Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Grant is out there with Bagley, and it's Joseph in at the one. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things
Because
will
I made
happen.
sure to pick
Kevin, back to you.
the worst team in the
Detroit tough.
NBA
Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
to play against, to give
Johnson dishes
myself.
to McGee. Back to Johnson. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league.
Okay.
Not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond.
Presley, I have
To be
never
able to
played
watch him
FIFA.
live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
The shot's good from Paul.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum.
Yeah, Chris
for his
Paul
team.
is on
That's
the
competitor
Warriors
in
right
him.
now.
Close game. Let me have this one.
Yeah, I'm a big basketball fan.
Possession here.
Commentary is super realistic. Yeah, you could play this on PC, but unfortunately the PC versions are based on
And
the
here in the
previous
second, 2
gen
minutes gone by.
versions.
Here's Grant.
So it's the same as the
Finds the hole for the
PS4
second time from the floor.
and
Now
Xbox
to
One
five.
version.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
McGee finds Craig. McGee with it. He's against Cunningham. Count it. McGee's got his first points of the night. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Marvin Bagley III.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Well, Michael, this is what... Oh, man, I almost stole the ball back. That's what happened
Just
before.
doesn't make it all the time.
Because in the past,
By Grant.
when I'm talking, I'll get more views if it's a video just me with the chat room.
From him there. Sure.
But, okay, I'm not paying enough attention to the game. Chaser Wave, no, I'm not really into
Over to the
soccer.
left
I
wing.
really don't know anything.
The 10-footer. Grant outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw
It's like the YouTube
especially
algorithm
at the end of
cares
games.
more
Shamet
when I'm
provides
putting
that.
zero effort. I don't know.
Let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also,
I don't know if
defensively,
Landry
they've been able to
Shamet
cause
is
some
still on the
turnovers tonight,
Suns.
and
I
that
don't
also
know if he is.
builds
I don't
confidence
think
and
he
gives you
is.
momentum.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Bagley. Diallo comes in for Cunningham. And it's Frank Jackson in for Joseph.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Olynyk sets a screen for Bay. Down low, outside for Jackson.
Ah,
Pistons passing
man.
it around.
See, that's what always
shot's good
fucks
from
with me.
Bay's got 7.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
No,
Takes a 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. A second chance.
Oh,
effort.
come on.
McGee's shot is
All
off.
right, McGee is
Detroit leading by 4.
already getting tired.
Grant surveying the D.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2
Jackson
minutes.
passes to Grant. Back to Jackson.
Because the
6
thing
on the
is,
shot clock.
whoever my audience was for my most viewed video,
From deep three-point range. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Shamet on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
it's like that's not what my intended audience was. I mean, that was like that video ended up getting so many people who wouldn't watch whatever I make before. Because what I try to focus on.
But that 3 is off the mark. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded by Diallo. Shamet with it. He has 5.
Ah,
A miss that time would have put him up. Over to the wing. Bay wide open, and he fired. No good with the triple. The Suns trailing. Shamet kicks to Paul. Back to Shamet. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him.
yeah, he did
into a rhythm.
give me some
To
tips,
Bay.
Presley.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and
Yeah,
everything has to
I mean
be
those
earned.
videos did get me new.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons.
Gave me some new viewers, definitely.
Pass to Diallo. That shot is off. And that's it for the first
All
half of
right.
action. What's been a very close game here. Suns ahead, leading by just 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty
there is a
basketball left in
simulation
game that's
mode
been
in here.
fairly even so far. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Houston is at the center with Johnson next to him. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
First team foul.
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
I don't know if it's the amount of subs. like
So he gets them both.
that would help
Accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker
increase
has the
viewership for the
confidence
channel.
needed to dominate on offense.
Cunningham.
Damn it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, I still feel like
Goes
having
on Devin Booker.
getting new subscribers is always a good
Get to the
thing.
line.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
The line for 2.
It's good from Cunningham. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Suns leading. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Suns keep it alive.
Oh,
Second
come
shot.
on.
Rebound by the Pistons. What I really love about
It's,
Jeremy
yeah,
Grant
Suns
his
is
work
not a
ethic.
predictor
He's
for
really put in
viewership.
time to
It's
improve
not.
his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent three ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. The guy's not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks. Here's Grant. Rebound by Johnson. Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots.
Oh, man.
6 of 13.
That was...
The Pistons trailing.
I really have to concentrate here.
Outside, Joseph. Grant up top. Spins to the rack. And too long on the shot. The Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. They grabbed their own miss. And there's the call.
Oh, come
Devin
on.
Booker.
I fouled him.
And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in.
The Pistons.
The Pistons shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Joseph, and he tries in, and the layup
I
falls.
keep messing up the...
I love the advantage he has from a
Then again,
speed
this is my first time
standpoint. He does
playing.
a great job of creating separation for that shot.
quite a while.
Here's Bridges.
Okay.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points. Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Inside. Ayton, the pass to Johnson.
Okay.
Doesn't go that time.
See,
Great D that time from Bagley.
trying to play this game is tricky because
Here's Joseph.
it really forces
And
you
that
to
will go,
really
missing the
think like a
go-ahead
real
bucket.
basketball player,
And so it's Paul
which
with
I
it,
wish
bringing it up for the
there
Phoenix
was
Suns.
like a more arcade-like
And that'll be 2
version
free throws
available.
coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
DeAndre Ayton is with the
From outside.
Portland
Does it to
Trailblazers
keep
right now.
teams honest, but it's a far-fetch to say he can stretch a defense.
Detroit making a switch here. Hayes is checked in.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Oh,
Now, here's Cunningham.
man,
He's guarding
I
close.
still don't
He gets that
understand
one.
this game.
Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint.
I'm
in
going
this
too
sort of a
fast.
grinded-out game.
For Detroit, they've
Yeah.
gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. He's with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Cunningham's shot is off. Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Damn.
Bridges misses.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
The pass to Joseph.
I hate how this is like you have to study to be good at this
Cunningham
game.
with it.
I really wish it wasn't like that. I just wished you could just have some
Kicks
fun.
it to Hayes. Passes it to Stewart. 5 on
NBA
the
Street
clock.
or NBA Jam.
For the lead, rejected by Booker. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look here for Detroit. Olenek is
No,
checked
it's
in
not
for
that I
Bagley.
hate
Diallo
FIFA. I
comes in
just
for Cunningham.
have
And it's
zero
Jackson
interest
for
in it.
Corey Joseph. So it's Phoenix now. Here's Ayton. That one doesn't drop. And for the Pistons, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
You don't really know with subscribers.
44%, not bad.
Yeah, there we go. I got it done.
Dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid
Well, yeah,
handle.
that's
Defenders
true. My
can't
channel
always
did
keep up with
start
Booker on the drive.
like in 2010.
Here's Hayes. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And I feel like you can only really get big on YouTube if you have a certain quality. Like now you're expected to have production value.
And that's good on the assist by Johnson. Ayton's got 4
You're
points this
expected now to, like before, YouTube just used to be fun. Like anyone with a camera could just get views.
And Phoenix will come the
And
other way.
now it's not like that anymore.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away. And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out,
All right.
step by step, valuing each possession.
Will it go? Jackson misses. Phoenix leading by 9. Here's Booker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I almost got him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
I feel like I'll get my.
Jackson against
Oh, there we
Bridges.
go.
Again,
I'll
the
get
miss by the
better
Pistons.
at this.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how
Oh
they
shit!
dug this
Yes,
hole.
Chris Paul for
Another
3.
for Phoenix.
Chris Paul is so skilled at scoring, getting it done right now.
I agree. Like, just because you edit a lot of gameplay footage, that doesn't make it funny. That's not the kind of gameplay content I like to see. I just like to see people being themselves, playing games, getting to see their real-time reaction, playing stuff for the first time.
And don't go away. We'll be right back.
All right, look who's coming out of the
I really hope TikTok does not outgrow YouTube, because TikTok is bullshit when it comes to how they pay.
How about the read he made
Their
here?
other-
like a point guard putting the pass right on the money.
The way
it's
it
one thing
worked.
to find a guy, it's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Because I found out that TikTok, if you are a creator, or if you get paid for making content on TikTok, they only pay you 80%.
Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. And it's Joseph in at the point guard position.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why YouTube made YouTube
Just 5
Shorts.
to shoot.
Because
The Pistons
TikTok.
need to get off a shot here. Grant. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be.
Now I'm getting in the groove with Chris Paul. I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to.
navigating the contact and getting his shot.
Pass to Bay.
Yeah. It's just. I don't know. I just have these
Into the lane. And with Anthony
preconceived
Davis,
notions
down
about
to just 12
TikTok
points
that's
on
hard
the
for me to
bucket from
break.
Bay.
You know he's pulling
Because it
his
just
weight,
makes me
but
feel
they
like I'm being a
still
part of a
find
lazy
themselves behind.
It's like I don't want
Shot
to
by Booker.
Totally
be
unselfish
considered a
play there.
lazy
Ayton sends the ball to
person,
someone with a
even
wide
though
open look.
They need a good offensive
everyone
possession.
will call me
They've
that.
gone a long time without a bucket.
It's just.
Grant outside.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, TikTok is not. Well, it's just the profits are TikTok takes 80% and they only pay you 20%. Whereas on YouTube, you get paid 70% and they keep 30%.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Cunningham. And Olynyk kicks to Cunningham.
Oh man,
The Pistons keeping it
There we
alive,
go.
a new 14. It's stolen by Johnson. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Joseph.
oh man, that could have went
And a
in.
miss there on the triple.
He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Cunningham's shot is off.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
Ayton dishes to Paul over Joseph. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Man.
Chris Paul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Bagley, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons, Marvin Bagley III.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Now I'm curious if I switch over to GTA 5, will I still get more views? Maybe.
On the wing, Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Lets it go from 11. Second shot opportunity. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. And the Suns lead by 16. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats.
Yeah, basketball is my favorite
Contested
sport.
shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
6 to shoot. Grant kicks to Bay. The 3 from Joseph. Rebound by the Suns. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Oh, man.
Bridges misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot.
I don't understand. I already made my substitution. Why is...
They could use a bucket. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Booker in the corner. Good, and Paul.
There's just something about the AI in this game. The movement, like the way that they play defense, it just doesn't feel
You know what? They talked about
authentic.
this at halftime, and they're
It just
doing
feels
a better
kind
job
of
creating space.
jerky.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. And the teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
What a connection he has to these fans. They
Well,
love him
he's
here.
not there anymore.
And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
So now he's on the Warriors.
1:53 left in the 4th quarter. The basket.
I like the Celtics. They're one of my favorite teams to watch.
Detroit, no good that time either. Suns leading by 19.
They definitely have a strong chance to make it to the finals as long as they stay healthy.
Stays out on the perimeter, but sees the opening and quickly takes advantage.
Bounce pass Joseph. Cunningham passes to Bagley, and it's out of bounds.
That was a smooth block.
It was last touched by McGee.
And so it's going to end up in the record books.
Yeah,
as a
see,
blowout,
exactly as I
a
predicted.
dominating
I had
performance
30
for the Suns.
views when I
Really
was
turned things
eating
into their favor this time.
my damn
Great
leftovers.
timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Chris Paul.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused.
Oh,
ready to
damn
go,
it.
and
It
he
just scored
delivered.
for the other team.
And you can tell Bagley knows his strengths on offense and does a great job playing to them.
Holiday dishes to Booker. Back to Holiday from past the arc. They get it again. McGee plays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 19.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Jackson looking it over. Stewart, a screen for Jackson.
Ah, man, why'd I do that?
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Second team.
Yeah, easy call.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Pistons, Frank Jackson. 2 shots.
Welcome back to the stream, Cassidy.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies
Okay,
at
yeah.
the line.
Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Holiday finds McGee. It doesn't go for him. And the Pistons now going the other way. Diallo the pass to Stewart. And he floats in for the
Isaiah
easy
Stewart.
2. Credit the assist on that one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes to Holiday. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Hayes. Jackson up top.
All right, at least I won my very first game playing again.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Now, if I go back to GTA 5, I'm really curious, like, what's going to happen to the amount of viewers. All right. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the only game I've got that has a disc. All right. So yeah, it's been a while since I've played this, but hopefully hopefully I still have stuff figured out. But it's just strange how they know that. How it's like YouTube knows that to bring more viewers in, depending on whatever game I'm playing. Because that's the stuff that scares me about algorithms. It's like, how do they know that I've got, how do they know when I'm switching games and then that brings in more views? Or how do they know that when I'm just eating or when I'm just chatting, there's so many more viewers? That's the confusing part. I remember I customized some cars. No, I didn't. Oh, look at that. A bicycle glitch. Just floating up in the air like that. I don't know where I put the other cars, but I'll just go with this for now.
From shore to shore uncured.
Alright.
Post this online.
Hello there. Are you completely blind?
Tracy, baby, you called?
Yeah, look, Dad, we're worried.
I'm worried too. I really want to see you.
Well, I don't want to see you. You need help. Like, serious help. And if you don't get it, you're gonna be killed.
Tracy, I love you. But you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I tried, Daddy. That's all I could do.
Hey, we too long for that, Manny? Hey, watch it! Police! Anybody! He robbed me! Please, you have to do something. I need that money.
Jesus,
What?
Oh,
wow.
I know, dude. My boss called up giving me all drama.
You should've listened.
Alright. Got the stolen item. Yeah, it's funny, Michael, because there's a lot less even less viewers right now than there was before.
Hi.
I think this is yours.
You're my hero. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything online.
What's going on?
Look out!
See, it's just, I don't know if this is worth it anymore. Playing games online, because it feels like every time I do it, I get less and less people watching every time. I don't know. But because I remember before, like when I would play The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, and I would get a lot of views on that, or at least a lot compared to what I usually get when I play other games. But I would get 20, even 30 viewers a couple of times. But before that, I used to even get 20 viewers. But it's just a long learning process, just trying to learn how to live stream, how to play a game and talk at the same time, all of that stuff. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here because I think I need to experiment. Because let's just see what happens. Alright. I'm going to turn this off. Alright, but then if I did this, let's see here. Then I just simply started playing bass again. I'm really curious to see how things would change. What was I looking? Oh yeah, let's see. If I start playing a drum track. Let me see if you can hear this. Well, I don't even know anything about what GTA RP even means or what that stands for. But I'm pretty sure that's related to GTA Online. Okay, I think you can hear those drums in there now. Oh, I see. You become a character in a community. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of that. Alright, there we go. What do you mean sound is bad? Oh, God damn it. Is that happening again? For fuck's sakes, there's just static. Because this is the exact problem that I was dealing with before. Why the fuck does this keep happening? God, I'm so sick of this fucking Behringer audio interface. I swear, that has to be the fucking problem, because every single time something bad happened, always had something to do with that fucking thing. Let me see here. It sounds fixed now? And then it wasn't when I was... Hang on. So, okay, I'm starting to think it might be the interface, because if I'm playing something, like if I'm playing a YouTube backing track, I think maybe that's where the problems come in. Alright, I'm going to play a drum track, and if it's still the same thing, then that's how I know that's the problem. Alright. Let me know if you can hear the drum track. Now I'm gonna start playing the bass. Motherfucker. Okay, yeah, so it is definitely this fucking thing's fault. Alright? Because it sounds like this fucking thing somehow can't handle this stupid interface, cannot handle, because I guess that's why it was only $50, but apparently it can't handle having a YouTube video being played while recording bass all at the same fucking time. God. forgetting that the camera can't see it all the way. Griffin, well, I'm playing bass because I'm playing bass in my band right now. I was the guitar player, but the bass player and the drummer are much better guitar players than I am. So those two are now the guitar players. I'm the bass player. I've never really spent a long time playing bass, but I'm playing it now. Just because I need to be the bass player in the band, but I've also always wanted to learn. So the transition is, it's not too hard because I already know how to play guitar, but it's more like just thinking about playing it differently because it is a different instrument. Like, yeah, sure, it looks like a guitar, it feels kind of like a guitar, but the whole mindset, the way you approach it is completely different. And that's the real challenge, is not trying to think of guitar parts, but trying to come up with actual bass lines that I feel like a bass player would actually play. That's the hardest thing for me. Because I feel like you need to have way more dexterity, a lot more stamina to play the bass, and that is the other real challenge. Because normally, like, I could play guitar and not feel tired, but for the bass, it feels like I can only play maybe 2 or 3 songs at once before it feels like my arms just want to fall off. But I'm sure, it's just because, it's bigger, it's longer. You need a lot more force to control it. And all of this, you can use that as an office joke from Steve Carell. Yeah, tires out your figures much quicker. Yep, exactly. Because I feel like just doing these live streams where I'm picking it up and getting used to it. Yeah, I like that I'm documenting my progress in real time, though. That is pretty interesting. Yeah, and I keep forgetting to mute the damn microphone so that you can actually hear it better. I forgot the mic was muted. So yeah, you're saying that you like to make folk music, but having an acoustic bass in that would be pretty interesting because you don't see that every day. Because I think usually even when most bands play unplugged, I think the bass player is still using an electric bass, but there were a couple of MTV Unplugged shows where I did see some bands using an acoustic bass. Like I remember one time seeing Flea with an acoustic bass when the Chili Peppers did that Hurricane Katrina like MTV benefit show. I remember they played on the bridge, and I never saw Flea with an acoustic guitar before, or with an acoustic bass before or since then. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, that performance was pretty good. But I really also liked the Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged when Mike Inez was playing an acoustic bass during that show. That was pretty cool. Like especially like hearing him playing those more, I guess those more like melodic bass lines on the Alice in Chains song Nutshell. Seeing that on an acoustic bass was very cool. So yeah, I think at this point, I guess it's fair to say I'm experimenting because I went from playing bass to playing GTA 5 or NBA 2K and a couple minutes of GTA 5 before I decided that wasn't really worth it. Because I don't know, it feels like I've really gotten out of touch with video games. But you know, having the PS5 back, uh, that can that helps. But it's just weird. It's like your brain just gets used to different things. Like your brain just gets I'm not making much sense right now because I'm not even realizing how exhausted I am until a few minutes ago. Uh, Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've played already for a couple hours. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live on here, but I'm just happy I have my PS5 back. So, you know, whenever new games come out, I can play them and try them out. But I haven't seen any big games though that's really interested me so far. But I guess I'll just have to wait until later on in the year. Then we'll get some announcements of some whatever will come up next. But yeah, so I guess I've learned something. The most amount of viewers I've known this for a while, but most of the live viewers that I get the most of them when I'm just here talking to a camera doing nothing, which I find really bizarre. I don't know if that's supposed to help me or hurt me. Like that the only thing people seem to really be interested in is just me responding to the chat room when there's other things I want to be doing, like playing games, playing bass, but I just find it weird that the things that take the least amount of effort is what the YouTube algorithm seems to push out. I mean I've talked about this a few times before on previous live streams, but the difference especially has become apparent right now. Just when I saw that huge massive drop off, like because I had to restart the stream, but even before that, when it was just me eating my fucking leftovers, there's 30 views, and then everything else, it's like I don't want to turn this channel. I don't want to turn this channel into a fucking mukbang channel. That's not me. That's not me. I mean, I do it, but like, that's not what I want to be known for. Like, I want to be known as a musician and the guy that loves video games. That's why I named my YouTube channel MrGamingGuitarist in 2010 when I got this channel. Alec, welcome to the live stream. Hi, Alec, how are you doing? I was just talking about how it feels like the amount of views I get increases with the less amount of effort I put in, because it feels like if I'm just talking to the camera, talking about anything, that gets the most views. But when I start playing music, or when I switch over to me playing a game, it's like no one really seems to care all that much, or at least, I don't know. YouTube algorithms are confusing, but that's why I'm thankful that, I'm able to talk to Think Before You Sleep, because he understands a lot more about this stuff, about the YouTube algorithms and how to change your content in order to get more views. I've just, I had no idea who he was before people were telling me that he made a video about me. Hi, Dandon. Welcome back. Yeah, I played bass for a little bit, then I went to playing GTA 5, and then back to bass. And it feels like the instant you switch over to doing something else, that's when you lose viewers. That's what I'm just now realizing. If I just spent the entire time simply just talking and answering questions, I would get 30 or 40 views. As soon as I picked up the bass, it turned into a lot less. And it got even worse when I started playing my PS5, which I've only just gotten back for like 2 hours after picking it back up from the pawn shop. But it's kind of hard when you want to make YouTube videos, when you want that to be your job, because that's been the dream job since I was 14. Or should I say, no, 15. Well, I mean, I started my original first channel before. Yeah. I mean, I get that, Alec. He says, my advice with anything, engage the audience. We're here for you. You can watch gameplay stuff elsewhere, but we can't watch Jaren commentary anywhere else. My goal is to be able to watch, to be able to have a house in Austin. That I want to be able to do that. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the band I'm in, Cobra Strike, can become popular, and we can, I mean, if I'm able to be in a band that can tour, that would be incredible. As of right now, it doesn't really seem like I'm just happy that I've gotten to this stage in my life where I'm building. I've got some momentum now on the two dreams that I had: make YouTube videos for a living, play in a band for a living. And now I've been in a band for 3 months. We're rehearsing, and now I've got this YouTube channel now where I don't even know the amount of subscribers I have. Let me double check that right now. Let's go to view your channel. Yeah, 15.7 thousand subscribers. That is amazing. Around 15,700. Let me see. Yeah, it says 15.7, so 15,700 subscribers. It still blows my mind. And there's days where I forget about it. There's days where I take it for granted, but when you stop and look at the grand scheme of things, like there's 15,700 people that clicked on the subscribe button that wants to see when I make new stuff. That is still that is a surreal feeling. Whenever I'm fully in the present moment and I truly get to appreciate what's going on, that is a huge thing. No, we haven't. We haven't played any gigs yet. Because it feels like I'm the least competent one in the band. Because everyone else has been in other bands before, and this is only my second time playing in a band. First time was 5 years ago, and feels like I have so much catching up to do. Like their bass line is here, my bass line is kind of somewhere around here, and there's days where it makes me feel like I'm an immature brat that doesn't know jack shit about anything. Then there's other days where I'm like, holy crap, I mean, look at the other people I get to play with, they know what they're doing, and being around them will make me a better musician. Well, yeah, Alex says, Flea is still learning. You never stop learning. That is very true. That's very true. And the one real benefit of playing bass now is I can hear the bass better in a lot of songs that I never would have known before. And I've learned that was such a psychological thing, because when I'm playing guitar, I can hear all the guitar notes and I never knew the lyrics. But then once I started to, try practice singing, I was able to pay attention to more lyrics before, when I couldn't understand them in the past. Yeah. Well, I've been playing for like 2 hours. I've been live streaming now for about 3 hours. And yeah, some people might be wondering why maybe Why am I not making more sense? Or shit. The sentence I was going to say to explain what was going on is just, yeah. That's what I was remembering. There might be people that are watching this right now, and they might say, how come Jaren is making even less sense than usual? I don't know. It's like maybe I'd started to feel really stressed about plugging the PS5 in and then seeing that I spent all that money getting it back just to get less than 10 views or less than 15 views while I'm playing games. But then again, I have to remember, Jaren, you gotta stop acting like a spoiled piece of shit. Look at it, you got your PS5 back. So what if you get 10 or 15 viewers? Like, I have it back, and that is something to be grateful for. But there's times when the emotions, or I guess you could say yeah, that's the right word. There's times when your emotions get in the way and you start thinking less of yourself, and then the old patterns start coming back up all over again. And I guess you're catching me in that in-between phase where I'm in between the old version of myself and then the new version of, or I guess in like all the spirituality videos I watch, they say your higher self, like you're trying to aspire to get to that level and realize you're already there at that higher energy. It never goes away. You just have to remember who you are. And I guess I'm still stuck in that phase where I'm still stuck trying to remember that, yes, of course, I love playing video games, but I also enjoy playing guitar. Now I'm playing bass, now I'm singing. Yeah, exactly. It's all about not letting them control us that matters. Those moments of weakness. Yeah, that's very true. It feels like, I mean, I hope it doesn't take a lifetime to completely understand and internalize that. I hope it doesn't take that long, but it feels like the less you're thinking about what's going on during every moment, the easier it is to have fun. And I guess you could say for like a lot of this live stream, I've been inside my head a lot, and I don't want to be inside my head a lot. Arceon's back. Alec is here. Malcolm is here. I don't know how to say your name. But yeah, he says we are nothing in this whole thing, and forgiveness is a very big situation. I mean, the whole we are nothing thing, I mean, I can kind of understand where that's coming from because I watch Joe Dispenza. He's one of my favorite people to watch. Just learning about self-improvement. And when you say we are nothing in this whole thing, Joe Dispenza says something kind of similar to that, where when you really deeply focus and meditate and you just close your eyes, like have your earbuds on, listen to that meditation music or like a guided meditation where a narrator tells you what to do, it feels like in a lot of those situations you do become nothing. Like that's like what feels like the goal of it is you forget about the world while you're meditating, you forget about the world, you forget about you. You're only thinking about breathing in, breathing out. And the reason why, like, I still continue to do it, like, I try to meditate daily, but I'm not doing it because there's days where it feels like I'm really locked in and it feels like I'm doing it correctly, and then there's other days where my mind wanders, and I kind of like how it is right now, and I'll start thinking about other things that are unrelated instead of focusing on the present moment. But I feel like meditation has really benefited me a lot. Yes, that's exactly right, Presley. It's like you merge with the existence. Yeah, you merge with the existence. That's exactly right. Because feels like when you are meditating, the goal is, and this might start sounding really esoteric, but this is all stuff that I feel really strongly about, because the first time I started learning about all this stuff, and of course, big credit goes to Joe Dispenza, Aaron Doty, Dr. K, Michael Singer, Bruce Lipton, these five guys, they all talk about how, like, the world, all about consciousness, has one source energy that all things come from. And of course, this is not me. Please do not take this like I'm. Oh, thanks for watching, Griffin Field. Appreciate you stopping by. And I don't want this to, make it sound like I'm trying to preach to anyone, because I'm the last person that wants to hear, see someone preaching to anyone else. But I guess, like, I don't know if this is like philosophy, like, because I wouldn't say the things I'm talking about when it comes to meditation and like learning about like different energies and things like that. I don't know. I don't think that's philosophy. I think that's more like it's. I guess you could say it all fits within the world of spirituality, where I watch those five guys I mentioned before. Like the first time I listened to, I think it was Bruce Lipton is the first guy I heard. Then maybe the same day, a couple hours later, I listened to Joe Dispenza for the first time. And I really honestly can say that those guys, like, I don't know if I've had a spiritual awakening or I'm on the journey to having one, but it felt like those guys are able to describe how I feel better than I can describe myself. Better than I can describe myself. Alex says, I wonder if you ran an experiment right now and changed the title of this video to something like just chatting. You know what? That's a great idea. I'll try doing that right now. And then see what happens to the viewer count. We'll see. Why not, right? I mean, we don't have any viewers anyway, so... Or I shouldn't, that's disrespectful. I shouldn't say that. It's not like we have 100 live viewers right now, so changing the title wouldn't hurt anything. Alright, so I just changed the live stream title. Well, Presley, I would say I didn't have 40 the entire time when I would play GTA 5 before, but it would go anywhere between like 20 to 30, But yeah, 40 is the record for me. Like, I've never had more views. I've never had more than 40 live viewers at one time. But I know, like, to other guys, that's nothing. But for me, like, that's a milestone. Like, if I just go in there and start eating, I wonder if the viewer count will magically grow up. You were not even here when you started your first channel when you were a kid. Yeah, well, my very first channel was called The Gaming Guitarist, like THE, The Gaming Guitarist, and that channel started in 2008. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't want to be known as a mukbang guy, but because anytime you actually watch me eat, that's just yeah, 16 years ago. Yep, because that first channel got 3 copyright strikes in 2010. Maybe I will be known as a super all-rounder. I mean, I guess it's different because there are some guys where if they're a guitar player, that's all their channel is about. And then if there's someone who plays video games, that's all they will do. But for me, like, I've always had that 50-50 split when it comes to video games and making videos of me playing any kind of music. But now it feels like this channel just turned into whatever I want, like making whatever video I feel like at any time. But that's not how you're supposed to run your channel if you want to be able to earn a full-time income on YouTube. And there's parts of me that hate that, but there's also parts of me that completely understand why it is that way, because you have to be able to it's like you're expected to have a very high quality production value now. That's why I wish I put in a little I wish I put in a lot more effort when I was younger, like in my I mean, I'm still in my 20s. I'm 29 now, but back then when my mom was still okay, like this, of course, you know, the stuff I wish I knew now, of course you always wish you knew it when you were younger, but I guess you could say a lot of the lessons I'm learning right now, or the things that I have learned over the past year, especially, you know, about meditating and spirituality, I'm just glad, really glad that I learned all that stuff at like 28 and 29 instead of 38 and 39. But even then, like, who gives a fuck? Like, it all depends on your age. I mean, sorry, it doesn't depend on your age. It all depends on your energy, how you carry yourself, and that's why I'm really glad. That's why, like, people like Jerry Seinfeld give me hope, because there's no way in hell you could tell that he is like 72 or 73, or I don't know what his exact age is now. Like, he's either late 60s or early 70s, and you could never tell. Like, he still walks around, he still drives himself, he still does everyday regular things. Because when I was a kid, if you were a 70-year-old, that meant you were a senior citizen that would like just use a walker around all the time. Now, I don't know if that's just modern medicine or if people are just fully aware to take care of themselves and stay in better shape more often, or I'm sure it has something to do with all of that stuff. Yeah, because I also learned that even like Larry David, I think is like 74 or 75. And that guy is still like he's filming the final season now of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah, Jerry Springer died. But even then, it's like he still, I don't know, he just still had a ton of energy. But I also know that it's also really common in, like, I've seen stories in Japan where there's like people who are, in their 70s and 80s, and they still have a ton of energy and they're just living life and you can't even tell. So that's the other thing. That's what also made me realize I don't know why I keep putting all this pressure on myself saying, oh no, I'm 29 and I'm not rich. I'm 29 and I'm not successful. But really, I'm starting to learn. I'm glad I'm learning at 29. None of that shit actually matters. I mean, when I was a kid a long time ago, well, of course, that was a long time ago. But I remember I was in a Taekwondo class and there was that stretching machine where, you could, like, it's like how Jean-Claude Van Damme can do the splits. It's a machine that kind of does that. And I remember the first time we ever used that stretching machine. I remember when I remember it would hurt so bad when I would stand back up and start walking, because I guess you could say at that time, when I was like 12 or 13, like my muscles weren't used to being activated like that or something. But yeah, that was a long time ago when I was 13. Because the hardest thing for me is my posture. That's like the number one thing I want to fix. Is like right now, if I hold my back straight like that, like the way you're supposed to, it feels weird and unnatural, even though it absolutely shouldn't be. Because my normal posture is my shoulders are slumped down a lot more. And I guess it's like, because I don't understand exactly what to do, but I think you're just supposed to hold yourself with your back straight like that for so long, for so many hours every day, I guess, until your subconscious just gets used to holding your back in that position again. Because I feel like that's the other thing too, because like I would watch these Tony Robbins videos before, and he said if you actually do the Superman pose, you'll feel a change in yourself. And I feel like that's the biggest thing, is it's just having a lack of energy a lot. And and like I would watch these Tony Robbins videos, you know, where he talks about motivation, and like he did a like a 3 day did a live stream for 3 days where because I guess I could also add Tony Robbins to the Mount Rushmore because really I feel like he was. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he wasn't the very first guy to like put on seminars and how to, you know, giving tips and advice on how to feel better about yourself and dealing with anxiety and depression and all of that stuff. But I feel like, and he's another example of a guy, like he is 64 years old. You could never tell he's 64. I guess maybe if you could see like his beard is like turning white now. But other than that, it's like you cannot tell he is 65. He's just, yeah, you can't tell. Because I can tell you, like, it does not feel natural to, like, even though this, I understand this is the correct posture you're supposed to have, it fucking, like, I have to constantly think to stay this way, which sucks. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, but my dad also looked younger too, because my dad, even though my dad was 500 pounds, because he was taller, uh, like I think my dad was 5'10", I think, or 5'11", or something like that. He, there were lots of people that thought he was like late 40s, or that people that thought he was still in his 40s, even though my dad was 58 when he died. Yeah, that whole like nerd neck position that vegetarian is talking about. See, there we go. Like we have a lot more viewers right now. He said you can get the nerd neck from too much time from leaning over the keyboard, but I don't think like my posture got the way it is from leaning over the keyboard. I think it got the way it is from like when you're playing. Like for example, whenever I had a bass on like this, I know I would do this. There would be times when I would be leaning over like this and then looking over at my fingers to know where I was at. Now, I don't have like scoliosis or anything like that. It doesn't. All right, I've been trying to learn this thing. Let me see. Oh, wait, that's weird. Now it's not picking it up at all. Wait, is it? Oh, yeah, it is picking up my bass. Okay. God damn it, I forgot. See, this is the hard part whenever you would play bass or play guitar, is that you want to always mute your microphone because you'll hear the like the unplugged sound of the bass or the guitar. You'll hear it acoustically, which sucks. Because it's always a constant reminder. But yeah, trying to learn anything from the Chili Peppers, I feel like is a good way for me to learn like how slap bass works. Yeah, I never really spent a ton of time just playing with my thumb. Because I think that's the one technique that Sting uses a lot. Because I also think I don't have a very good position when I'm sleeping. Because I don't sleep on my back. I sleep either on my stomach or on my side. That's how I've always done it my entire life. And I guess it's a similar thing where I'm not used to having my back straight like that, so I have to constantly think about holding myself up like that. But I also have, um, I'm the same way when it comes to sleeping. So I guess probably because my neck is not in the correct position. I notice there will be lots of times, especially if I'm like stuck in one position, stuck either sleeping on my stomach or sleeping on the side, where every time I would turn my neck, I would always get this pain in my neck. Is like, not, I don't think it's like that area, like between the shoulder blades. Whenever I would turn my neck, that would happen frequently, but thankfully it doesn't happen like too often, or else that's when things would get really concerning. Yeah, and that's the thing, is because I have this TV over here. I've got a 42-inch LG TV, and it's like an old plasma from 2008. Like, the screen gets hot, and it makes the whole room hot, and so I have to have a fan, or else it's unbearable. But I also think it's because my right now, oh, there's no snow. It's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Texas. But it's just, God, this just feels so weird. Like, I have to constantly tell myself, don't move from this position, or else your posture will get worse. But it's like, I have to, like, my brain has to constantly think, keep holding yourself like this. Don't move from this position. Keep yourself this way. And it's because then as soon as I want to try doing any other movement, like when I start turning around, that's when I guess my posture will go back to the default with the shoulders that are completely slumped over. Mark says, first time I caught you on the live stream. How are you? You talked me into it. I will try a bass. I've never tried. Well, yeah, I mean, recommend it. Yeah, playing an instrument is great for anybody. For me, I mean, I've loved playing guitar. I've wanted a guitar since I was 13. Then I got one, and I played that, and now I've been playing bass, I guess, for about 2 months. Yeah, January is hard on a lot of people, that's true. Because I heard January is like the slowest month for any business. Like, I don't really get a ton of Uber passengers in January. And also, okay, good. That's still charging. But also, I don't really get a ton of I don't get a ton of like revenue from YouTube either during January. Yeah, the month after Christmas when everyone's back to saving. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Yeah, January just flew by like it was nothing. Well, guys, it's 3:51 p.m. and I want to make sure that I get at least one passenger before picking up my aunt. So I'm going to go for right now. But it was nice to be back on a live stream, even though it feels like people don't really care when I play video games. I'm just happy to have the PS5 back. But maybe this could be a sign of a good thing. Like maybe this is a sign of the universe telling me, you know what, Jaron, you don't need to have an audience anymore. You don't need to have an audience if you just want to enjoy playing a game. So maybe if I just play games more often offline, when I'm not like just playing them just to play them for pure amusement, like the way it was before, I guess before I started getting all these subscribers on YouTube. But also, yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I got these AKG headphones. I've had these since like Black Friday. Um, these are great. Like these were like $50. I think this is called the AKG K52. I got these originally like at Guitar Center and they were on sale for $15. And these are excellent. Of course, I'm not sponsored by AKG, but I would greatly love it if they decided they wanted to sponsor me, because Lord knows I gotta do something. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.